everybody, Ali of Cairo here. I wanted to talk to you because we're fast approaching Ramadan. I think this year it starts around the 27th or the 28th of June. And so I wanted to tell you about Ramadan. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. And during this time, Muslims fast from smoking, from drinking, from eating, from bad thoughts, and also even, yes, sexual pleasures. This is a time for Muslims to purify their souls and their thoughts and to get closer to God. So during Ramadan, you have to be pretty much as pure as possible. No bad thoughts, no bad deeds, no smoking, no drinking, anything to just make your body, soul, and spirit as pure as possible. Ramadan can be a beautiful time to be in Cairo, but you must be aware that for the first week, all things pretty much close because most people take time off. So a lot of shops are going to be closed or working on limited hours. There's no drinking, so most bars are closed. There's no nightclubs, and especially no belly dancing. The Nile Maxim is open, but I think they only do about one trip a day. So that's probably the only place that you'll be able to see belly dancing on one of the cruise boats on the Nile. Ramadan is also a beautiful time to be in Cairo if you have friends, because surely they will invite you to their house for a feast that you'll never forget. Most of the families get together and everybody comes together and has their first meal, which is called iftar. And iftar starts like directly after sundown. And then we also have suhoor, which starts about 2 or so, I think, and ends at about 3:30. Just depends on if they change the time clock or not. There's a man, he's called Musaharati, and he comes around and bangs a drum and actually wakes you up for the suhoor, which is the last meal. And he comes around the streets, and it's really nice, and people give him money, and he calls people by their names from the bottom of the street into the balconies of their apartments, and it's really, really, really something sweet. I really love that part of Ramadan. So the whole premise of Ramadan is helping people. This is like the spirit. It's kind of like Christmas in the States, but it's helping people that are less fortunate than yourself. So many people give their doorman money, they give their maid money, they give people that are at the bank money, they give anybody money that they feel is less fortunate than them. And they also sell Ramadan packs at the supermarket, which is coming with sugar, rice, flour, macaroni, things like that. And these are really nice to give to families right before Ramadan starts. So if you get invited to someone's house, usually it's nice to bring something. During Ramadan, you bring either kanafa. They have like mango kanafa or kanafa with cheese, or something called atayef. And atayef is a bread-like pastry, and it can be either sweet or salty. So basically, Ramadan is a big time for celebration. It's kind of like Christmas in the States, but it's like for 30 days. So they have not Christmas trees, but they have something called a fanus lamp. And many people buy this during Ramadan and keep it in their home. It's really pretty. So, and another thing that I just wanted to mention, to also remember that there's supposed to be no bad thoughts during this time, these 30 days. So if you're a foreigner, try to be respectful in terms of how you dress. I did make another video about what I thought you should wear in Cairo. And it's actually even more conservative during that time. So, you know, just don't wear like short sleeve shirts or like short dresses and things like that, because, you know, the men are not supposed to have bad thoughts. So of course they will if they see you in, you know, a nice little dress. So keep in mind during this time also that you want to be respectful of their traditions, and they're not eating, they're not drinking, they're not smoking in the street. So, you know, you want to be more respectful, and if you're going to drink, because you're a foreigner and you're not fasting, you know, try and do it out of I's way. If you want to eat, also, there are going to be restaurants that are open, but if you're going to eat, also try to be out of the way of people of eating. I do go to Starbucks during this time because everything's really quiet, so, you know, I do go to Starbucks and I get things to eat, and I also do smoke, so I do smoke. But I try to do it as minimally as possible, and it's just nice, you know. Also, one of the best parts about this time of year is that the people in the street, they hand out food and drink for the people that aren't home yet. It's also a crazy time for accidents and things like that, because people are so in a rush to get home because they're starving. So, you know, there is a lot more accidents than usual, but those are just a couple of things that I wanted to tell you about Ramadan. It's really, really, really a nice time to be in Cairo, but it's not, if you're a dancer especially and you're coming here to study dance or, you know, to see people or things like that, it's not going to be the ideal time to come, but it is a really nice time to be in Cairo. So maybe if you were on a dance tour and you wanted to come before and then, you know, catch the first few days of Ramadan, that would be really great. And then you can experience both. And it's really, really something. And I hope you can experience it one day for yourself. See you later. Bye. Hope you learned something.